Setting watches, you're the one. You make YouTube so much fun. Hi, Auto Watch enthusiasts. Welcome to another video. Today I want to show you a number of watches in my collection from one brand. It was two brands. One brand. I know I've talked about how I've had a number of Tissot's, I've had a number of Hamiltons. I have a lot of Casios. I love these brands who keep making stuff that I like to wear. So this is all from one brand, and they're watches I'm really proud to own. They're watches that get a lot of wear. So we're gonna talk about that. It's kind of a brand review today, more than focusing on just one watch. And I've got kind of a funny pocket dump too, as I've got a very unique case. Tonight I'm going to a hockey game, so I couldn't just bring my full bag or my sling or a giant knife. So a little bit lighter pocket dump today too. So let's flip the camera and we'll get into it. Okay, I've got a whole watch box with me today. So before I get into that, let's do our pocket dump and wristwatch check. Pocket dump's easy. I put a multi-tool and a flashlight together. So I've got my Gerber dime and my Rovivon Aurora A3 Gen 4. 650 lumens, USB-C rechargeable. Really impressive little tiny pocketable flashlight. Very cool. And of course, the Gerber dime. So full-size pliers, box opener, scissors, bottle opener. It's insanely useful. I really like it. And until I go out tonight, I still have my Civivi Vision FG, newly sharpened as well. So that'll stay in my pocket until I take off. I'll just leave it in the car after that. And wristwatch check today. We're gonna watch from one of my favorite brands. This is my Tissot PRS 200 from the early 2000s. Really love this watch. And this one is mine because I've put so much work into it. Or maybe I should say my watchmaker has, reviving this thing from the poor condition I found it in. But it's great now. Love it. All right, let's get into it. So today I'm gonna talk about all of my Seikos. I love Seiko as a brand, even though they have, we'll say, characteristics that I'm not always a fan of. I do love so many of their watches. So I'm gonna start with my most recent ones first, and then I'll move into older and older Seikos. This is my speed timer, SSC 813. So it's the Seikospedtimer Solar Chronograph. Get that started up here. This watch has been amazing. It is smaller, so it fits my 6.5-inch wrist super well. Here's a far away shot and up close. 38mm case for a chronograph like this is just so great. And those 20mm lugs, it really fits a lot of straps. It looks amazing on everything. And you know what? I'm pretty fond of this bracelet. The brushing's really nice. It's very comfortable. And when I need a watch that's quartz and I'm running out of the house late in the morning and I'm trying to simply grab a watch that I know is set and ticking and I can just go, this is usually it because it's solar. It's very reliable and it just kind of is gonna go. And look at this bottom subdial. I love this. Boop. Power reserve. So I know it's at least close to full. It's got enough juice to get me through a couple months without sunlight. So fantastic watch. Fits so many occasions. Great travel watch because I don't have to worry about magnetism. It's fairly water resistant. It's not gonna need a battery replacement on the road. So it's awesome watch for when I am on the road. It's great for that. And just looks so stinking good. So Seiko speed timer. Next up is my next most recent watch. Again, all from Seiko. It's my Turtle. Actually, I should set it. Here we go. I'm gonna set it on camera. So for those who are new to wristwatches, you can see the date and day are changing. What you want to do is roll the hands through that date change to make sure you know if you're an AM or PM. And then go to the perfect time, which is, here we go, about 1:40. And then now the hands are set, I can set the date and time. Actually, that's perfect. Then I can screw the crown back into the case. There we go. Perfect. So here is my Seiko Turtle. It's my Save the Ocean limited edition turtle, and I keep it usually on this Barton Elite silicone strap. Let's see if I can capture that bezel action. This watch has been amazing for not something I necessarily beat up, but something I can wear in a more casual environment or out and about, or of course it's a dive watch, so I could always wear it if it's gonna get wet or if it's raining or something like that. It's very durable. But I try to keep it in good shape. It is a limited edition. It's a Save the Ocean. They did a bunch of runs of these Save the Ocean turtles, and I really like this. It took me a while to hunt down exactly the dial option I wanted, because they have a number of different patterns and colors, and this one's just perfect. But I've been trying on turtles in jewelry stores for a couple of years before I finally found this to pull the trigger, and then I decided this strap kind of plays off that blue really, really well. But yeah, insane lume. Seriously, it's one of those watches you could read the time all night long. Even if I didn't wear it that day, I can still read the time at night. They did a great job. I love the depth of that dial, and the pattern on the dial is so cool. It's really shiny. It's a really shiny blue, and it goes down to black at the bottom. I think that's great. Love this watch. Got it as part of a Christmas present a few years ago, and I've never been happier. So, excellent watch. Let's try it on. I don't have huge wrists, and it is a 45mm watch, but as Seiko does so well, they really wear awesome. They don't always show their true size. So here's it from a distance. It's not too tall, and up close it really fits awesome. Been so happy with that watch. And it's featured in a number of my shorts if you ever want to see those. As I travel around Idaho, I show different places I like to visit and what watch I'm wearing that day. So I think this was in all of my Caldwell shorts so far. Just happened to work out that way. Love the Seikoturtle. Super happy with it. I should say this is the NH35 movement, so it's automatic. It's not beautiful, but it's good and it's robust and reliable. So that's what I'm really more worried about anyway. All right, next up is the next oldest Seiko in my collection. Voila. Seiko Presage Black Cat Martini cocktail time. So the Black Cat Martini, not a drink I've ever had that I know of, but I do like a good martini. Look, I'll do my best to see if I can get the real texture and the patterning on that dial, because this is one of the most subtle Seikos. One of the most beautiful dials in my collection. Now it does wear a little taller. Not like an advocate for this movement, but I do like that they put the little gold rotor on it. I just think that's a nice touch. Really draws the eye. The movement's got some brushing. It looks okay. And it is a little tall. Again, it's got that power reserve indicator. So there's that fourth hand there. It's not gonna be for everyone. It's just not. But once it's on the wrist, it does wear great. I like that they put the date on the dial as a sub-dial instead of a little window and a disc like that. I like that they have the gold tip on that hand, gold minute hand and the gold date hand. I like that a lot. I like the crown. I love that that crown's got that kind of texturing and it flares out a little bit. It's almost like an onion crown. Really, really cool. Even the strap's pretty good. I've been really pleased with this crocodile strap. I managed to scratch it up pretty well. That's definitely one of the things I do. I wear them. I wear my watches out and about. There's lower and here's up high. Just a great watch. It's definitely a dress watch. I've worn it to like company parties and fancier events. This is actually my promise watch. I got this with my wife. She has a cocktail time as well, so matchy-matchy, his and hers watches, super fun. But yeah, it is a dressy watch. I will wear it, I'll kind of dress it down, wear it with jeans. I think that's kind of nice, can make it work. The gold accents though really sold me on this thing. Love that. Black Cap Martini, Seiko cocktail time. Moving down the line, this is a watch I've officially had for quite some time now. It does get out of the watch box occasionally. It's my Seiko Alpinist. I did a full review of this. If you want to check back in the archives, I've got a playlist put together for watch reviews. And this is my Seiko Alpinist. The day I got it, I took it off that stock strap. It's like an alligator grain strap. I wasn't a fan of it. It's a little stiff. It's not for me. I put it on this brown Hadley Roma strap. I really like that. I found that this suits the watch just fine. I really like the lack of texture and patterning. I think it's a little bit more pleasing and suits it, at least for my wear. Screw down crown, signed crown. They don't always do that anymore. And that little internal rotating bezel. So another 38 millimeter watch, sub 39 millimeters. Let's get it on the wrist here. So that beautiful green dial gets brought out when the light hits it just right. Hands have amazing lume. They really do glow super well. Here's it down low. Sits pretty flush on the wrist. Here's up close. Love that Seiko. This is where they start to do that Seiko magic. The watches just don't show how big they actually are. Because once this is on the wrist, it just, with the curve of the lugs and the shortness of the lugs, it just kind of melts away. I feel like they just fit so well. It's something that I feel like only a watch brand would be able to make, right? Some of these fashion brands, I'm thinking like Fossil, I don't know, Michael Kors, right? They make fashion-y stuff and not watches. Their watches don't have this magic where they just fit your wrist better. There's these little touches that show how much care and passion Seiko put into their watches. Look at the side of the lug here, how they, let me see if I can really drive my point home. Look at the side of the watch. This side of the lug is all polished. And there's a little transition, and then they brush the top of the lug. Then they polish the bezel. And getting in close to the dial, there's so much detail, and it's so cleanly done with every applied little indice. The lume, again, is superb. Sapphire crystal, 20 bar, and of course on the back it reminds you this is an Alpinist. Awesome watch. Really, really happy with it. So glad I picked this up. I bought these a little bit after they were discontinued, so the price had been going up, and I hoped that it would at least maintain its value, although I have no real plans to sell it. Still would like to see, you know, me not lose all my money on a watch. And then this is the oldest Seiko in my collection. So this is the one I bought the day it was discontinued. The Seiko Sarb 033. So the Sarb 033, my favorite do-it-all watch. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. It's such a crazy, almost a dark brown dial. It looks black at most angles. It's got amazing lume. It can dress up, it can be dressed down. The bracelet is very nice, very comfortable. I've worn it on straps frequently, many straps. I've worn it on a NATO strap. Here's it from far away. and up close on my wrist. There's that Seiko magic where it just kind of falls and melts into the wrist. Doesn't stick out or feel uncomfortable or look huge. They just fit. That's what I think Seiko does best, is that they just fit. And looking at these watches, as I've talked about this watch before in great detail, the lume, the versatility, the build quality, I have something sporty, a chronograph, dressier, almost a do-it-all, an actual dress watch in their cocktail time, a diver, what is technically a mountaineering watch, although field watch, I don't know, we can call it we can call it that for today. I feel like they check a lot of boxes, but they know what they're doing. They really do have some expertise, so I may pick up another Seiko in the future, who knows, but I'm really happy with these. I've sold off a couple. I've owned Seiko 5s, and I've owned a couple other Pro Specs line watches, and some come and go, but I will always keep these in the collection. So far, these have really proven to last the test of time, and I'm just ecstatic to have them here. Hopefully you can all get something out of this video. That's what I got for you. Let's flip the camera and finish this up. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please consider subscribing and liking this video. Thank you so much for sticking it out to the end, those that did, and I will see you next time. And don't forget to wear your watches. I've owned a number of Tissot's. Ruby, lay down. Good gravy, doggo. Thank you. I need some chocolate milk. Yep, I'm gonna go make a snack.